Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And these guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Second down at the 22.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. And this will be incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. From the shotgun, Wilson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
Here, back at the 41. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. Second and 11 at the 41. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 32.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Eluding the pressure right. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's fourth down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done for deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one.
From across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Play action. It's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. A diving catch for the score he laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Prescott now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now a run with Cook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott flush to his right. And right side, Henry's got it. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And again, it's Prescott. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Setting up the screen for Cook. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Prescott from the gun, eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again.
For the extra point.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
The score, Seahawks 10, Chargers 7. Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
1-yard line.
Coming to the line line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds Dorsett, it's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
First down, Seahawks.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
At the 43-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 17, Chargers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing. Prescott escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jannard Avery. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Third and long for Prescott. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Seattle.
1st and 10. It's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. Well, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Seahawks 24, Chargers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Prescott. Flush to his right. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And they're going to set him sharp at the 40-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
He'll pitch it back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And throwing is Wilson.
First down.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A first down throw for Prescott. Going deep here for Allen. And Prescott has thrown interception. Trey Flowers picks it.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Set to kick off.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chargers' 47-yard line.
Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And it's third down.
To the 32, good enough for a first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
It's a gain of
10 yards and a Seattle first down.
First down.
From the gun, Wilson. Flushed out right, and now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
On the coverage.
Here's Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense. Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's across the choke into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Michael Dixon.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
At the 31-yard line.
Off the play fake, Prescott. That'll be caught by Cup. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 32 on the play. From the gun, it's again to Cook.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Seahawks have picked it up. One slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
But we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it. Putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. The play fake. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Derwin James. It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action with Wilson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
30-yard line.
Throwing again. Wilson. Well, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That third down conversion good for 23.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. So that'll back them up 5. They'll throw again. Prescott going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. 39 yards there. A big one. From the red zone now. Prescott. Allen has it left side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5.
Stepping up. He's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play, not what you need down here. It's going to be, and he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
It's a gain of 34.
First down, Seahawks.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's starting to look like that three-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Oh, Wilson going to throw. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Someone jumped there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for the Seahawks, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take...